Hi, I'm Beverly Holden, and I've been sharing my journey of leaving the church and embracing spirituality. Well, today I want to talk about prophecy, end of the world. Wow, that was a big topic for me in my church. At the time, I was listening to a radio broadcast that was talking about 1975 and prophecy. And of course, there was talk about Armageddon and the return of Christ and what would happen. And we believed we would be fleeing to a place of safety for 3.5 years, that only the true believers would be saved. And after Christ came back, then there would be the millennium would begin and there'd be heaven on earth. So, one of the main reasons I started attending church was out of fear. What's going to happen? And, what can I do to make sure I'm safe, right? So let's look at today. There are a lot of people right now who are scared, who are thinking the same things that I did years ago, that this is the end of the world, that things are looking so crazy and chaotic that surely this is the time when Jesus is going to return and there will be war and division and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't, I just understand that there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry and fear right now. So what does A Course in Miracles, teach? This has been very helpful for me because it's enabled me to not fear the future like I used to. I used to fear what's going to happen. But the Course teaches that I'm not a victim of the world I see. So what do I see? I can look at the world and I can get all wrapped up in it with unforgiving eyes and accusatory vibrations of pointing fingers and you're wrong and you should be doing this and that's wrong and throw up my hands and say it's all crazy. Um, and I can blame the world for my unhappiness or my lack of peace. But the truth is, I create my own world. We all create our own reality. So I can look at the world and be forgiving. I can be at peace. And by my being at peace, it helps others by admitting that into the field, by helping the collective, by being, well, not being worried, by knowing that everything is working out just the way it's supposed to believe and know that there is a divine plan that's unfolding, that is for the benefit of us all, whether we understand what's going on or not, what's going on behind the scenes. We don't have to know all the details to believe, to trust, to have faith that all is in divine order and it's all happening, everything's happening for a reason. But also believe that things happen for us and not to us. I believe the universe has my back. I believe that God's will for me is that I be happy, that God's will for me is that I be safe, that God's will for me is to have an abundant, prosperous life. After all, God is the giver of all good gifts. And I love all saying that no one can outgive God. So my world is a happy world. I'm at peace. I'm not worried about the future. The future, I put my future in the hands of God. And I believe there is a bigger plan being worked out here. We're all earthlings, right? We're all on this planet together. And we've got to come up with a way to not be divided, we've got to join hands and say, let's do things differently. Let's not have war anymore. Let's not be divided. And that starts with me. That starts with my attitude toward my neighbor. It starts with my attitude toward myself. Am I attacking? Am I being divisive? Am I arguing? Am I choosing sides? Am I blaming and judging? Am I not forgiving? We are our own saviors. We are the ones who will save the world by the world that we create. And I believe a new world is being created. I believe this old world of corruption and dishonesty is being dismantled, and that it's time to do things differently. It's time to choose peace, and it's time for a unity consciousness, for us all to unite and choose love instead of fear. Thank you for joining me. I hope you will next week, I'll say. Thanks.